We have G. Madhukar Reddy. He is the MD and CEO at MedPlus Health Services, joining in to talk a little bit more about the quarter gone by and the outlook ahead. Thanks so much for joining in. Given that the domestic pharma industry has been a little bit sluggish, what about the outlook for MedPlus in particular? Was March muted for you as well?
Uh, we're in the silent period. I really don't want to talk about any of the last quarter stuff. But we can talk about the general industry itself. I know you did say that the overall outlook has been a little muted. For us, though, as retailers, we're doing something else completely. For us, we are at the, I would say, forefront of the whole genericization of the Indian market out there. It is largely helped by government's push also. Government has basically set up its Jan Aushadhi stores, making those generic drugs popular. And through policy also, it has indicated more, more than once that it wants all the doctors to write generic names. It actually had to pull back that whole penalty system and all, but I'm pretty sure it'll come back at some point of time. Given that the customers are aware, government is pushing it, there's enough publicity around this. We feel that the market will move towards generics going forward. And given our size and scale, I think we are in a good position to take advantage of that.
There seems to be a view that the intense competition and disruption in terms of price in the online pharma industry is reducing. As a consumer, I can feel that. I mean, when I go and order medicines online, I don't get that discount voucher. I no longer get that credit card scheme. Is it true that the price disruption in the online pharmacy market is now getting over?
It does seem so. Definitely, at least 2 or 3 of the large players have now kind of rationalized their overall discounting systems, policies and all. But it has always been a very small portion of the overall market. If you look at it, as I keep saying, Indian market is formalized to the extent of just around 15 to 16%, out of which maybe 3 or 4% is held by the online guys. So the sway they have on the overall market and overall pricing and everything else is very limited. I know it seems a little, I would say, disproportionate when you look at cities like Bombay or Bangalore or someone like that, where they've advertised, there's enough people online and all. But largely, I don't think it really makes a difference here.
So online versus offline, what to your mind will be the more adaptable model now?
The reason why online has not taken off to the extent it should have, honestly, right, is mainly because there's some friction out there. You need a prescription for every single dispensation out there, and in India, a lot of times people don't have a proper prescription. They end up actually going to the store and getting self-medication and all. So for that reason, online has always been a challenge. But more than that, I don't see online really solving any big problem out there. In cities like Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai, and I'm sure in Bombay too, there's a store right around your neighborhood. Wherever you want to, you can actually go get the drugs. And you can also call them. Now you can also get your medicines through WhatsApp and all. So what that means is, for the convenience angle is taken care of very well. It worked because people were giving a huge discount. But that discount obviously is not sustainable, and they have to pull back. And every time they pull back, the online sales actually go down. So there is really no benefit, and that's the reason why online has not taken off. But that said, the younger generation going forward, I'm pretty sure, will more and more adapt to the online side. We will definitely see a growth in the overall online sale, but it's not going to be at the pace at which you can acquire customers right now to actually build a profitable business.
Diagnostic space. When we spoke to you a couple of quarters ago, you said that, look, we are moving in it, we are taking baby steps, and we will let the situation evolve. Have you decided to move from a baby step to a giant leap in the diagnostic business, which is part of the listed entity?
Actually, the reverse is true. We cancelled the enabling resolution. So we have actually taken back the thing that we will now go and immediately set up more centers out there. We feel, while we are very, very positive about the overall pilot project out there, we still need a little bit more proof for us to go forward. So for now, no, we will be focusing only in Hyderabad.
So going forward now for FY25, what would be the trigger? One is you have the tailwind of the sector. B, you have your own private label which you launched. How are these two things likely to move? I mean, where do you see the sector moving, and where do you see your private label business moving?
So for the pharma retail, for us, I would say the big thing is the private label. Given the fact that 80-85% of all drugs which we sell in our stores are just Me Too drugs, there's really no difference between one and the other. You just have to differentiate them only based on where they're manufactured. If they're manufactured in a good facility, the drug would be of good quality. Otherwise, there is zero difference between drug of one company versus the other. You can call them whatever you want, whether it's branded generic, trade generic, or whatever stuff, right? It's the same. Now, given that we are in a position to make the drugs in the best facilities out there across the country, and given that we don't have any other costs and we are able to give a 50 to 80% discount, we feel that we will be able to take this to the public and then really drive our sales. I am honestly not looking at anything else beyond this for this year.
Okay, great to have you on the show, Mr. Reddy. Thank you so much for joining in with all that perspective.
Thank you very much.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.